And we are live once again for this week's edition of Mad Mike. This is your favorite time of the month. Go ahead.
The Midweek Lucha!
Is it favorite time of the month?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I said war last week when I meant to say
Yeah, you said war. It varies. It varies from time to time. Lucha War, whatever. With that voice you heard was the man from Pop Lunch, Poughkeepsie, New York. Mad Mike.
Just say New York. God damn
They don't know. They don't know what part of New York. New York's a big.
I am
state.
from all of New York. All of it. Buffalo
All of
to
it.
Schenectady. Albany to the Bronx. Poughkeepsie to Susquehanna. Niagara Falls to Glens Falls. Shout out to Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I am from New York.
Hey, Mad Mike.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
And also,
Bada boom, realest Carol in the room.
and also joining us is 02K himself from WrestlingRevolution.com, our Patreon support. WrestlingRevolution.com, and the Patreon supporter of Antonio Garza.
What's up, guys? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. Just finished watching NXT and Lucha Underground, like in the lapse of 2 hours, so everything's fresh in my mind.
I know it is fresh.
I have an important question for you guys.
Oh.
How is 2 hours of wrestling better than 9 other hours of wrestling? It's a very important question.
Oh, because reasons.
Okay. But Riz.
Brass rings.
I warned you about this last week.
I did.
Before we get into NXT, before we get into Lucha Underground, we gotta talk some TNA. We gotta talk some TNA. Okay, so last night, Spike TV decided that because Impact...
Leave the memories alone, guys.
No, Riz, I'm telling you, this was a good show. It was a very good show, and I'm actually very excited for next week.
Because they put together all the other good things that happen, which makes it a good show.
Yes, that's exactly my point. It was really good. So Matt Carlins and I, we saw that TNA was on at 11 last night because Spike TV doesn't give a fuck.
Fuck.
Why would they?
Instead of in TNA's normal time slot, they ran 2 hours of Cops. But
Cops.
Yeah.
They were good episodes of Cops, though, I gotta tell you.
Of course they were. Yeah, they were the ones with Ric Flair on them. Anyway.
That's actually really good.
So Matt Carlins was tweeting about TNA. I was watching TNA. So I said, hang out? He said, hang out. So we hung out while we watched the first half of the top 20 best moments in TNA Impact Wrestling history. A lot of really good matches.
Mm-hmm.
Only one from this year, which was Bobby Roode versus Bobby Lashley 2, Electric Boogaloo. But oh my God, they showed the whole segment with Jay Lethal and Ric Flair.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, and Matt Carlins had never seen it.
What?
Matt Carlins had never seen it before. Getting his reaction was so good. But I spent most of the night watching old TNA and then remembering even worse TNA. So Matt Carlins and I have decided that at some point before their debut on Destination America, we are going to do our very own 20 best moments in Impact Wrestling history. And oh my God, I'm super excited because I spent the whole of 2 hours on the Mayhem Show Twitter account just looking at what was on the screen and then going down a rabbit hole of my own thoughts of TNA. And do you remember when Cute Kip was part of the Beautiful People? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And just...
I don't want to remember that.
No, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I also
No.
posed very important questions, like who was the worst other generational person in TNA, Brooke Hogan or Lacey Von Erich?
No, Lacey Von Erich.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. She's hotter, at least.
I don't know about that. It's toss up. It's a toss up. But yeah, but they showed a lot of really cool moments on TNA. But guys, they're building stories. They used this show to build a story because it was a blink and you miss it moment, but it looked like Mahabila Shira, or however the fuck you say his name,
Great Khali.
was being raped in the woods.
Wait, what?
Wait, but hadn't Storm rejected him?
Yeah.
You always have to go back.
Yeah.
But I will say, they did do something else that was new, that was maybe one of the best things I've seen in a very long time from TNA. They have their TNA shop commercials, right? And we all know they're horrible. It's the knockouts and skimpy outfits, not advertising any merchandise, except to say, hey, these are tits. Buy
and
things
then
for these tits.
Joey Ryan on a
horse.
And Joey Ryan and Eric Young. But what they did for their Shop TNA commercials this year is they took really awful promos and they redubbed them. And if you can find them on YouTube, you should. They're really, really funny. having someone impersonate Bram telling me to go to shoptna.com was the best thing Bram has ever done. I mean that sincerely. And one more TNA thing before we go into the good shows.
What are you implying?
I'm implying these shows were really good. That's what I'm implying.
They
were. But one final thing. They showed the whole Jeff Jarrett Karen Angle wedding.
Oh, God.
Which, first of all, made me really scared again. Like, I felt like the dogs were left in the yard. I felt like Chavo Guerrero was getting a text while he was beating up Blue Demon Jr. I felt like all of that was happening again. But the one shining moment, two shining moments from that actually, were the people not involved in the wedding. The maid of honor for Karen Jarrett. Any guesses? RIZZ, Tonio Garza? Guesses.
Orlando Jordan.
Tonio Garza, do you have a guess?
I'll say Christy Hemme.
RIZZ is right. It was Orlando Jordan.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know why I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Orlando Jordan was indeed the maid of honor. Now,
I don't remember that.
Now, gentlemen, any guesses as to the ring bearer?
Wasn't it Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle was the best man.
Oh,
naturally.
Yeah, that's right.
Naturally.
Because they had a match.
Yes.
And he lost, and he was the best man. I forgot. Ring bearer. Shit.
Uh-huh. It's a good one. It's a good mystery guest.
Was it Eric Young?
RIZZ, you're 2 for 2! You're 2 for goddamn 2!
Oh, wow.
But
I'm just thinking about random weird shit right now.
Do you want to know the best goddamn thing about Eric Young during this wedding?
Wait. Can I guess?
Sure.
Was he wearing nothing but a bow tie?
No. Way better than that. Way better than that. Tonio, do you have
surfing? Like surfing?
No.
No?
Eric Young was wearing the TNA World Heavyweight title he found in the trash.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Uh-huh.
The one that they turned into the TNA... Wasn't that the TNA TV title after a while?
No, it was just a world title he found in the trash because Jeff Hardy decided to do meth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And one last thing, they showed a highlight of some really funny segments. First of all, fuck you TNA for not putting Scott Steiner and a pogo stick in there. That better be in part 2, or I'm going to be very upset with you.
That has to be in the top 10.
Yes. And secondly, they showed a bikini contest where Eric Young was one of the contestants, and he had on a T-shirt with a bikini on it. And then he pulled it off to reveal SpongeBob boxer briefs. Anyway, let's move on to the good
Shall we
shows.
move on to the actual wrestling that happened? Where do you guys want to start with? I'll start it with you guys. What do you want to do? You want to do NXT or Lucha Underground first?
I'm honestly okay with either one.
Yeah, me too.
Let's start with NXT since we started with Lucha Underground last time.
Sounds good.
Yeah. No, wait, we didn't start with Lucha Underground. Anyways.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
NXT.
Yes.
Mad Mike.
Yes.
What is your one word?
Fight!
Oh.
It's a good word. It's a good word.
Because guess what?
What?
That was going to be my word. You son.
Ah!
Well, if he's fine, I can be Owens and you can be Fight again.
Oh, that is true.
I thought you were going to do that organically, and I thought that was going to be fun, but no, Garza just made it.
Yeah, because I actually have another one. Antonio Garza, is yours Owens? Or do you want to? Would you like another one?
I was gonna go with Knockout or KO.
Knockout. Ooh, KO. That's a good one. Mine. Regal.
Yeah! Bill fucking Regal.
Billy Regal. Okay, so Mad Mike, that was 3 words. I did 2 words.
Bill fucking Regal is one word. It's just hyphenated.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's not even hyphenated. It's just one big ass word.
Bill fucking Regal.
Bill fucking Regal. Anyways, Antonio Garza, I'll start with you, sir.
Right.
What is your one good thing about NXT tonight?
The good thing, I'm gonna give it to Becky Lynch in particular. Her promo and the match, yes. I really liked. I like her new heel persona.
I was tweeting back. I was texting back and or not texting, messaging back and forth with Mad Mike because we were both watching Lucha and NXT at the same time, which is pretty cool. And I mentioned that Becky Lynch is probably is getting better.
Yeah.
And this was one of her best matches. Mad Mike, what is your one word? What is your good thing of this NXT?
All right, my good thing, since I stole your word, I'm not going to steal your good thing. My good thing is the Bull Dempsey Baron Corbin feud. I love this feud so goddamn much. I love it. It's just it's an old school booking feud. It's booking 101, and they're just now starting to kick it up a little bit, and I can't wait. The match, I want to point this out, the match is probably going to be shit. I don't care. I don't care. I like the booking. I think the story is fun. It has me interested in Bull Dempsey, which I didn't think was possible. It has me interested in a guy who I thought was just Chuck Palumbo body swapped, and I didn't think that was possible. And yeah, I'm excited for their feud. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Actually, I was gonna go a totally different way because I think we touched on Kevin Owens a lot.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about him some more.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about him a lot. But my good thing, and I mentioned this to Mad Mike before. Oh my God, Corey Graves is my favorite announcer on NXT.
He's really good.
I was confused at first because I went in thinking he was still gonna be the face commentator, and then he was like a heel. I was like, okay.
You guys, he's CM Punk on commentary.
He is.
Yeah,
He is. He is. That's exactly what he is. But that's exactly what he needs to be.
And
exactly what he needs.
And just to point out, Albert Graves and whatever the fuck his name is, whatever his name is, I want these three all the time. Full time.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Alex Riley.
Oh yeah, fuck Alex Riley. So fucking hard.
Hashtag fuck Riley. Okay, that was their good.
Yep.
Mad Mike, I'll start with you, good sir. What is your one bad thing?
My one bad thing is Kevin Owens.
What?
Yeah, Kevin Owens. Why wasn't he nominated for Breakout Star of the Year?
Okay, alright. You had me there.
I did. I had you. I had you.
Like, I was here, and then now I'm back down to here.
I swear to God, if Vince McMahon, I think, could make one wish for 2015, he would talent swap Kevin Owens' talent and ability into Roman Reigns' body.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because that would be a literal god in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like a bronze Adonis like Roman Reigns does, but had the ability that Kevin Owens does, Vince just came hearing that. Because I know you're watching, Vince. Hi, thank you for the 1.5 years of money and the very nice wishing me luck in my future endeavors email.
That you probably have like framed somewhere.
I am eventually framing it, yes.
Antonio Garza. What made you cringe? What is your one bad thing about NXT today?
The Enzo Amore squash.
Yeah.
But what really got me is I'm really scared that they're gonna break him up before they go to the main roster.
I don't know if you have to worry about that.
I don't know, because after the match, Cassidy was like bitching about Enzo tagging himself in. So it's like they usually do it.
Like I see both Carmella and like maybe Big Cass going in, and then somewhere down the line, Enzo sneaks in and becomes like what? Oh man, I'm trying to think of something that happened in WWE before, because I know it happened before.
I can see this. This is gonna be Jericho, Christian, Trish Stratus all over again.
Yeah.
$1 Canadian.
Dollar. How you doing?
How you doing?
Anyways, my one bad thing. I'm gonna miss Prince Pretty.
Oh, but Riz, think of the vignettes we're gonna get.
Okay, that made me happy.
Think of the vignettes we're gonna get, because
where in the world is Prince Pretty?
Oh my God! If I know NXT, I think I know NXT, it's just gonna be green screen. It's gonna be the best thing.
I hope. Now I hope like there's a logo, and it's just the "Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego" logo, but with Tyler Breeze's face on it, and it's gonna be awesome now.
No, Riz, the "Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego" logo, instead of like an arrow going around the world, it's a cell phone with a selfie picture of Tyler Breeze.
Yes. But the man is talented, and I think he's just doing this because he's hurt, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? It worked for Randy Orton.
It did.
The Randy News Network. It absolutely worked. And if Tyler Breeze says that his photo shoot is like 13.85% done, and he gives like updates every week on a different number percentage that his modeling tour is going, oh, please do that. Please do that and make them
Oh, that does sound good.
Make them ridiculous numbers.
Anyways, my one thing I would change though, since we went around the horn here, I would have DQ'd Kevin Owens. I wouldn't have a count out.
Okay.
I wouldn't have a count out, because you can still have the same outcome. You can still have the same beatdown that you had. But to show people that you're a badass, just beating the crap out of people, is cool. But you got counted out in your second match. You got counted out.
But he's also undefeated.
He is undefeated. He's undefeatable. It just seemed like it was just a count-out loss, then a beatdown, even though it was a tie.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even like a cool count-out because they were just on the floor. They were not fighting or anything.
Just laying there.
Yeah.
Just a break. That's the only problem I had with that match. I wish they would have changed it. But, Garza, what is your one thing you would change?
I was actually going to change also the ending, but since you mentioned it, the start of the match when he was just avoiding Neville and exiting the ring, I would change that. Like, I felt that wasn't that badass at all.
Pretty much we're saying we want Neville to get beat up in this match.
Well, I think we just wanted to see Owens a bit more, like...
Angry,
yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Man, Mike?
My one thing I would change, I don't know. There was a lot to like on this NXT.
It was a great NXT.
You know what I would have changed? I would have had at least some kind of more of a showcase of Finn and Hideo.
Okay.
Because that was one of the big stories from TakeOver.
Yeah.
And all we got was a video package and Ascension squashing a tag team that should not be a jobber tag team.
No.
I mean, I don't know what that served, because you could have had Enzo and Cass get the win off a distraction, because the Ascension doesn't need to be built up. They're leaving soon.
Do you think this was the goodbye promo?
No. Finn and Balor are going to knock him out of NXT, I assume.
Okay.
Finn and Balor, Finn, Tommy. That's what I assume anyway. But I mean, we've already seen their video where they're essentially going to be the Legion of Doom. But
yeah,
or the Legion of Derp, or Ascension. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ascension. I like that.
But yeah, I mean, they didn't need to squash Enzo and Cass. We didn't need to not have Hideo Itami and Finn Balor on there. Like that the whole thing could have been done better. I understand they don't want to put everything that was on TakeOver on the show, but you already didn't have Charlotte and
no champions at all.
Yeah, no champions. You already didn't have Charlotte. You didn't have Sammy. Like, you could have put it. You didn't have the Lucha Dragons. So I mean, I think we have enough WWE shows where the champions aren't showing up.
Oh,
it's true.
As we say that after Brock Lesnar came back.
Of course, yeah.
So we talked about NXT. Let's talk about Lucha Underground, which, guys,
RIZZ,
I watched.
Ooh! All right, now RIZZ, correct me if I'm mistaken. This was your first episode of Lucha Underground, right?
This was.
Okay, before we get into Bueno, Malo, and Cambio, and before we even do the one word, RIZZ, tell us your thoughts about Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Your first impression.
It was good wrestling.
It was a really particular show to come in.
Yeah, it was good wrestling because they showed every single wrestler in in this company.
Yeah.
And but it was interesting. That's for sure. Like the first thing I saw was Dario come out of an office built like an office.
Yeah.
His office
Like
leads
directly
right to the ring.
next to the
like,
ring.
hey,
I love that.
this is gonna happen now, and he goes back into the thing. Like,
You know what? You know what it
goes back to
reminded
work.
me of? You know what it reminds me of? All right, I'm gonna
Hmm.
give you a little insight to Teenage Mad Mike. I would set up my wrestling figures on a pool table downstairs, and I would set up the general manager's office right next to the pool table. That's exactly what it reminded me of. I'm like, this is amazing.
So, Matt, Mike, would you like to lead this conversation? What is your one word?
My one word is campeon. Yeah, did I do that right, Garza?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Campeones. And
By the way,
Antonio Garza.
just in case you don't understand, that means champion. It means champion. Yeah.
Yeah, Antonio Garza.
My word, warfare.
Yes.
My one word. Might as well. Aztec.
Aztec.
That's like the greatest
Aztec
name to a match.
warfare.
Aztec warfare. What?
Oh my God! I'm so excited.
Okay.
I don't even
I
know
miss-
what it is.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a Royal Rumble, but it sounds so awesome.
Yeah, and it was weird. They had a rum. They had. Okay. Now we'll get into this later.
Yeah, we'll get into it, but I have so many thoughts about this.
Yeah,
So
me too.
many thoughts about Aztec War. I want it to be like Legends of the Hidden Temple. I want there to be temple guards that take you away when you're eliminated. I need this to happen.
Jumps all the time.
Pieces, just have pieces of the.
And then you have the Shrine of the Silver Drago.
Yeah. Just have Johnny Mundo build up the silver monkey and just. Antonio Garza, did I get? Yeah, I got you. What is your one good thing about this weekend?
No, excuse me, RIZZ.
Oh, bueno.
Yes.
Bueno.
My bueno is. Holy shit. Okay, the first match was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
All the match was amazing.
When he said a 10-man match, I had no idea what that meant until Matt Striker said the first pinfall. I'm like, oh my God,
Holy shit.
these guys are just gonna throw everything at each other. It's amazing.
You know what I really liked about the match? You know how usually you have like the multiple man, and while two persons are fighting in the ring, the other ones are just like laying down somewhere in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
In this match, you could see some guys just like stuck in the ring, like waiting for a moment to go in. I love that.
Oh God.
Oh man.
So good.
And Mike, what is your bueno?
My bueno is from the first match.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. You know what? I'll save that for me cambio. My bueno is the winners of each of the 10-man matches, because I maybe expected Mil Muertes, but no way in fuck did I expect Phoenix.
Yeah, especially pinning Puma.
Yeah,
I was like,
with Puma and Big Rick in there, I had no hopes for anyone besides those two.
Yeah.
But Lucha Underground, they flipped the script, man. They flipped the script. I gotta say, I like it. I almost expected Masquerita and Sexy Star to win. Almost.
Oh, I would love to see Masquerita and Sexy Star battle it out for that.
For first and last part in Aztec War. That'd be great.
That Masquerita and Big Rick part.
That beginning part.
Yeah.
Oh my, all right, I'm gonna. That was my change. I just want to see that feud. I don't care about Big Rick and Johnny Mundo. I want to see Big Rick versus Masquerade Sagrada. I want an entire 3-month feud of that. Because holy shit. You want to talk about Rey Mysterio versus the Big Show? Fuck that noise. Masquerade Sagrada versus Big Rick. That is my David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
Right there.
Awesome.
Because he actually took Big Rick down.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
And then, once he got Big Rick down, Big Rick was like, oh, wait, I'm much larger than you. Boom! Just slammed his head to the mat. It was great.
Oh, that was good. Mine actually came from the second one.
Okay.
Mad Mike, you actually noticed this when I was talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Who was that guy that I was talking about? Oh, Phoenix. That's right.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix was in the first one.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. The one I'm talking about was the guy who did the springboard into a RKO.
That was in the main event.
Cutter. Was that in the main event?
That was the main event.
Yeah.
That was Phoenix, but that was in the main event.
That was Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Phoenix is the fucking tits.
Phoenix
he really
is.
is.
Yes. He's amazing. Man, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
What is your malo? Yeah. See, I learned things.
Honestly, the announcers.
Oh God.
But more specifically about the random women at ringside. Like, you have Maxine from NXT, and you have Savannah from NXT. Savannah is acting like Black Widow or Baroness, or I'm not sure what, but some hybrid of those two. I'm interested, but at the same time, the announcers gotta stop saying they're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
It sounded like Vampiro was jerking it the entire time they were out there.
That's fair.
Oh, she's hot. Like, okay.
Yeah, and Striker does that with...
Like, you can say it once.
Yeah.
Once. That's fine. And you can say it again when Katrina licks the face of whoever Mil Muertes beats. Okay, that's fine too. But to say it every fucking time they're on camera. No. Muy malo. Muy malo.
Agree.
Antonio Garza, what is your malo?
My malo. Oh man, I don't know this. Oh, yes, I actually have one that's bugging me. The malo was that there was no connection at all to last episode. Like at all. There was like no beef between Mundo and Cueto, and there should be something.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like no mention of B-Boy, who was now in the match and debuted last time when no one knew who he was. That I don't like. That there was like I feel like I missed an episode between last week and this one.
I hear you. But I think we're gonna get the heat between Johnny Mundo and Cuerto during Aztec War.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
like I think they're gonna save it for that, and I'm okay if they save it for that. But yeah, especially with the championship on the line like that, I think you can hold off on a week.
Yeah. This will go into what I wanted to change, but I did not like the fact that both matches, both 10-man matches, were different matches.
Oh, you didn't like that? I thought it was refreshing.
That was a change too.
Yeah, like they just I feel they just did that so that they can showcase how elusive Johnny Mundo is.
Hey, but you know what?
Yeah.
Accent the positive, hide the negative. Because especially if you had the second match be a pinfall match, you had a faction of 3 people in there.
Yeah, but I was
actually 4.
Oh yeah,
because it's the 3 Cholitos and Big. Oh no, Big Rick wasn't the other one. Oh yeah,
Lucha
just
was the first one, yeah. But you can have the same awesomeness that you had in the first match if it was over the top.
No, I don't think so.
no, because
No, I didn't agree.
Lucha requires to jump outside.
Yeah.
And the second match had more, like let's say, American style wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this comes from a guy who's just started watching Lucha Underground today. That's me. So I didn't know that. But
No, but it's fine. But Mil Muertes, like that second match was more geared toward Mil Muertes.
Mm,
It was more like, the big stocky guy. Like, he's not a huge high flyer. He's just there to kick your ass. He's kind of like a Lucha Dean Malenko.
oh.
A little bit. Although not as submission heavy, but just will beat the fuck out of you.
So he's Lucha Kevin Owens.
Not that much beat the fuck.
Not that much beat the fuck out. All right, and like I said, my one thing I would change is probably that.
Excuse me, what? What?
Cambio.
Yeah.
Would be that mixture between match types. I just didn't. I personally didn't really get it. I know you guys probably got it more than I did, but it's just from an observation standpoint.
Okay.
Antonio Garza, what is your cambio?
My cambio, probably the title. I would change it for something prettier. I didn't really like it. It seemed kind of cheap.
You didn't like the title? I thought it was nice.
I don't know. I probably need to see it closer, but just like I saw it.
It looks like a gold circle.
Yeah.
Well, it's the logo in the center of the ring.
Oh yeah, the Aztec calendar.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that.
Aztec Warfare.
That's gonna be so good.
Mad Mike.
Mi cambio, it's a small one.
Tu cambio.
It's un poco cambio. I wouldn't have shown the title belt.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have had that unveiling for the winner of Aztec Warfare. I would have had him bring out like a briefcase or a leather satchel or something.
Or like after the match is over, just go into his office and just pull it back out. Like, here it is.
Yeah.
I've been keeping it the entire time.
And one other thing I would change, I would put Machete in Aztec Warfare.
Machete!
Just because Machete. He looked like he was having a shit ton of fun at that show.
Danny Trejo. Wow.
Right. Oh, my favorite part of the entire night of wrestling. My favorite fucking part. Puma. By God, Puma. Leaps over the top rope, hits a flipping senton, lands on his feet, and high-fives Machete.
Mm-hmm.
Done! The rest of the night is over.
Done.
Everyone else can take off. That
Done.
is the end of wrestling for the evening. That was amazing. If you can leap over a top rope, plancha onto your opponents, land on your feet, and high-five Machete, you win. I don't care if you actually win the match, but you win.
You win my heart.
Yep.
Mad Mike, real quick.
Oh.
Who wins this lucha?
God damn, it's tough. I think I have to go Lucha Underground.
Ooh.
I think I have to. The Kevin Owens stuff was great, but Lucha Underground had two fantastic 10-man matches. I don't think I've ever said that before about a single wrestling show.
Okay. Antonio Garza?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Lucha Underground too. I think everything that happened in the show was like a lot of build-up to the future. While NXT had build-up, but it was like just minimal, I guess.
And I gotta say, I'm gonna miss not having Lucha Underground for 2 weeks. I'm really gonna miss it.
Oh, guys, I just realized something.
What?
We're gonna have a three-way.
Uh-huh.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, we are. Three-way dance.
And now SmackDown is coming to Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hands. Who's gonna watch SmackDown?
I would.
I'm not gonna watch SmackDown. But on January 7th, we actually are going to have a three-way because that's the last TNA on Wednesdays.
Oh,
That will be on Destination America. Destination America. TNA is having the live show on Wednesday, and then they move to Fridays.
But for me, it's close.
This is the first time you've had to pick a winner in a while, Riz.
This is, and I can't. It's very close. But yeah, Lucha Underground. The wrestling, the wrestling itself. Even though I can't understand what they're doing, and and I know it's edited, but it is still pretty good wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
I mean,
they're both edited, though.
There was a running package pile driver. Jesus fuck, who does that?
Running package pile driver, springboard RKO, ace cutter. Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of that before?
No. The only time I saw anything close to a running package pile driver, Draws ended up in the hospital.
Oh. Oh.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
With that, thank you guys so much for joining us on the
Midweek Lucha.
I wasn't done yet. Thank you to Mad Mike for that awesome intro and outro on that one, and thank you Antonio Garza for coming in again today. If you want to join in on the conversation, go to WrestlingRevolution.com. Sign up right now. I signed up. I'm sorry, I haven't started yet, Antonio Garza. I'm just trying to figure out if they'll like me. But Mad Mike, thank you as always for joining me. Antonio Garza, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys out there for tuning in to the Mad Mike.
And we should probably say next week is Christmas.
Oh yeah, next week is Christmas, and the following week is New Year's. So
yeah, so maybe we can do it on Friday, because we'll just be talking about NXT because there's no
Lucha.
There's no Lucha.
So NXT wins.
Forfeit.
I mean, next week we got a good show. We got a tag title rematch maybe, and we have Charlotte versus Sasha again. So fucking A.
She's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. Mad Mike, take us out.
We will see you next week. I'm Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters.
What? Do your thing.
Yeah, I know. I was telling people where they can follow us.
Well, you can follow me at the RIZZ.
Yeah, the E is for emphasis.
No, the E is for eggnog, sir. It's the holidays.
Excuse me.
It's the holidays. And Antonio Garza, where can we find you at?
You can find me at TheWrestlingRevolution.com.
Ah, nice plug there.
Yeah.
And man, Mike, take us away, sir. Where do you find us at right now on your screen? What is it called?
Well, you have 5 golden rings.
No brass rings.
4 how you doings.
3
lucha masks. 2 awesome shows.
And
a midweek Lucha on Sorgatron Media.